Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Trading Made Easy right here on YouTube. I'm certainly glad you found yourself here. Today, what we're going to do is go through a couple of pairs and we're going to analyze those pairs, identifying what the overall trend is for that particular time frame. So I'm just going to go through some of that with you all for this week. And also, I'm going to be sharing with you a indicator, right? An indicator that is very useful. All indicators, they're you should know how to use them, right? But this one here is very, very useful. And if you happen to be someone who does not have the simplicity trading system, you can certainly use this particular indicator to help you to identify what price is doing and to get on the right side, right? Now, I totally advocate for the simplicity trading system because it really is the number one trading system out here that identifies the highs and lows in the market. And it does that with, great precision and alignment with market structure, right? Now, it is an indicator. It is a suite of indicators, and it is hard-coded with special algorithms that read the market in the way that it does. And that is basically the reason why it is, in my opinion, the number one indicator system out there. There's several different data points that goes into the overall indicator system to produce the accuracy that it does. But what I would say is, no matter how good an indicator is, if you do not have an understanding of market structure, we can never get away from that, right? Because the indicator does not, no indicator moves the market moves the indicator. So you absolutely have to know what market structure is, how to read price, right? And then you add the indicator as a confirmation. And I say that. And I know that those that are in my private Telegram group, my coaching students that I've had as well, they probably hear it in their sleep, right? Because I preach it all the time. All the time. It's imperative. Right? So a lot of times, we have the system and you have people who still not profiting consistently. And that's because they do not have an understanding of market structure. They do not have an understanding of price. That is the very reason why I offer sessions, coaching sessions, where I break down the market in simple, easy. That's the key. So that, listen, a 10-year-old can do it, right? So I have to stress that over and over again. So with that being said, we're just going to go through a few pairs, and I want to work with the Aussies. Of course, it is Sunday, and I don't typically trade on Sunday. I don't recommend trading on Sunday. If you held a trade over the weekend, actually, basically you're in that trade, that's fine. But to actually enter in, I don't recommend it. It does not mean that you can't profit on a Sunday. It doesn't mean that at all. It just simply means it's a risky trade. Me personally, I try to minimize my risk at all possible, right? And Sundays, the market is just opening up. It's trying to figure itself out. Just like you, when you get up in the morning, you have a morning routine to kind of get yourself going, right? Same thing happens with price when the market opens. So it's just all over the place, right? So just wait because, the market will certainly start picking up steam and going in its intended direction. Definitely, Tuesday, right? Tuesday. Monday, it is setting its new high and low for the week. So on Mondays at 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, that's when the new high and low has been established. And when you have the new high and low, identify, that becomes your range, right, in which price is going to move. And so you already know what your true range is for that week. So why not just wait for that, right? Why not just wait? All right, so nevertheless, let's go ahead on and get with it. Before I do that, also, let me share with you this indicator for those that do not have the system. You can still use this indicator. It's a really, really great indicator to identify engulfing candles. Now, engulfing candles are the absolute strongest reversal candle in the market. And so you definitely want to be able to utilize that to govern what price is doing, okay? And you want to learn that. So I'm going to show you real basic how you can use this indicator to help you with your trade. So obviously on TradingView, you want to go to indicator. Now this is on TradingView as well. It is not on MT4, okay? So you want to go to candlesticks. When you go there, you'll see this, and just go to candlestick patterns. Now, candlestick patterns is going to give you all the candlestick patterns, right? Your dojis, your engulfing candles, your morning stars, and all of those. So if you trade candlestick patterns, then this would definitely be an indicator that you want to incorporate. Now, I am working with the engulfing candles because, again, it is the strongest reversal candle in the whole Forex market, right? So let's just start there, right? And then you just hit that I'm bearish and then I'm bullish, okay? And I have it over here. So I'm gonna unhide it and we're gonna show it, right? So here it is. Of course, your red signifies sells and your blue signifies buys, right? More importantly, as it relates to structure, your bearish indicator is going to be at the high and your bullish is going to be at the low, simply because we buy when price is low, we sell when price is high. Just simple economics 101, right? But very, very useful. Now, though this is the strongest reversal candle, you still got to know what you're looking for. You still have to have alignment, right? You still have to have confirmations, okay? There is no just magic wand and voila, you know, it's just going to give you all. No, you still have things that you have to be able to identify in the market. And of course, I use my MACD. I use my MACD. Now, in order to be in the best winning position, you always want to trade with the trend. Simple. You always want to trade with the trend. Okay. Now, what I'm going to be showing you as I analyze price real quick, and I'll just be incorporating the indicator tags here as we go along. So the first thing that you want to do, I start on my daily, right? And I'm just looking for high and low, and I'm going to identify that. I'm looking for high and I'm looking for low, and I'm going to identify that with a horizontal line. Okay. And that is right there, this right here. Okay. Now I'm not even really dealing with the tags yet, the indicator tags here. Okay, I'm just identifying high and low. That's what I'm doing. And I'm also looking at my MACD. My MACD coincides with what price is doing. Price is rallying up, right? And look at my moving average line rallying up. So all of that is in alignment, okay? So now just looking now on the daily, just looking at the high and the low, I'm going to drop down to my lower time frame. Now, let me just let you know, I analyze totally different from most traders that you will come across. I'll be the first to tell you that. I analyze totally different because I reduce the noise and I just, you know, streamline it and focus on what I need to know, like what's the nitty gritty in the deal, right? So I buy low, I sell high. So naturally, I'm looking for the high and the low. It's just that simple. Now, with the Simplicity Trading System, it identifies that. The system identifies that for you. It is definitely a system I totally recommend it. I know everybody don't have it, but I totally recommend it because it really does give you a very, very precise visual as to what price is doing, okay? So with that being said, looking at price right here, of course, we rallied up. Now, on the daily, we reached a level of what? Resistance. So I like to just kind of go back and I want to identify confirm the level of resistance, confirm the level. Prosperity, health, and strength is my birthright. I just absolutely was with a master of sorts, right? Businesswoman, coach, development, and she shared some really great um, tips to keep your mind right, to strengthen your belief in your faith, and to call those things that are not as though they were. And one of them is just a reminder of different things that I know to be true. So that's why I've made that pause there. Awesome businesswoman and coach, and just thankful for all that she poured out, as a matter of fact, poured out, that she poured out. So what I'm looking for here is I want to confirm this resistance line, right? And support and resistance and or trend line, you're looking for multiple touches, at least two, actually. Two or more to be a bona fide support or resistance line. So I do have one touch right here, but now I need two, right? So I'm just going back to see if price respected this line in the past. And obviously you see right here, it did, right? I'm not looking at the fact that it broke through, because price is always going to do that. I'm looking at the fact that when it touched this line, it reacted. It came down, touched the line, pushed back up. That's what I'm looking for. It came up, touched the line, pushed back down. That's what I'm looking for, right? See right here, same thing, touch, push back up. Okay, so this is a bona fide resistance line. And every time not every time, but as you saw in the past, when price hit this line, it reacted. And that's what I'm looking for. So because I'm on the daily, and because price is at this high point area, which is a resistance area, I'm expecting for price to react and push back down. And so when I drop down to my lower time frame, I am looking for a sell. Basically, that's what I'm looking for. Because remember, what happens on the higher time frame, it actually plays out on the lower time frame. So on the lower time frame, I'm expecting to see a push down at this point. Okay, so let us drop down. Again, my analysis is totally different. My analysis is totally different. I'm going from the time frame that I'm analyzing on, and the entry time frame that I'm getting in the market on. And because that I need for price on that lower time frame to align with the trend that's on the higher time frame, right? So we do see that this was definitely a bullish trend. Okay, we do see that. We have higher highs, right? Oh, sorry for my mouse. We have higher highs, right? Started all the way down here. And you can see we pushed up, pulled back, and then we have a higher high. This high is higher than that high. Push, pull back. This low is higher than this low. And you can see that happening all the way up to this point. So we're definitely coming off of a bullish trend. We've reached the level of what? Resistance. Now we're looking for price to react by pushing down, Now, again, on the lower time frame, we'll see that more clearly. So with that being said, I'm going to drop down to my 15 minute. So I'm just giving you the explanation, and then I'm going to zip through the pair. So now you know what I am looking for. So I am looking for what? Sales. I'm looking for sales. Okay. So right now, price is in a correction, right? It's pushing up. My MACD is confirming that as well, right? It's down here. It's down in my buy zone, right? When the moving average is down in the buy zone, below, that's your buy zone. When it's low, that's your buy zone. When you're selling, you sell from the top. So naturally, what? This moving average needs to be above. Simple stuff. So what that tells me right now is it's not ready for me to get in, right? It's not ready for me to get in yet. And this is what saves you from entering into the market too early. But you have to know what you're looking at. You got to know just some basic things about market structure. before you start adding indicators, if you don't have a grasp on price action, market structure, indicators are not going to do anything but confuse you, okay, or mislead you, because indicators are not 100%, right? You have fake outs and different things like that. But if you're just focusing on the indicator and you're doing what the indicator is telling you to do, you're going to lose. You're going to lose money, okay? You're going to lose money. So looking for sales, it's not ready yet. What does price have to do to be ready? First of all, we need to rally back up. So the direction that price is going in right now is a good thing. That's what I want. I want it to go head on up there, right? Because we sell from the high, right? So we have some areas here, okay? Now remember, this is that resistance line on the daily, okay? And we have a bearish engulfing tag right here, okay? But of course this price is already above that. So we're not even considering that. We're not considering that. Where's the next high, right? Right up in this area here. Now price can very well come on the 15-minute, it can very well come and hit our daily resistance zone, and that would be great. That's a great setup for a sale. That's a great setup for a drop, right? So what I will be looking to do is around in this area here, I'm looking for a bearish engulfing candle right in here. And actually, since we have our indicators on there, let's see. Now this is the 15 minutes, so got to kind of go back a little further. Okay, so it's like real. Okay, we ain't doing all that. So already identified it on the higher time frame, and that's what I will go with, right? Okay, so right in this area, right in here, or even the resistance zone, that is where I will be looking to enter in. I'm expecting price to rally up to this point, right? We wicked close right here, but not quite. That's the area that I will be looking for price to do. So now what you want to do is simply put in an alert, right? You don't have to nurse the chart and all of that stuff. Just put in an alert. You've already identified what price is doing and what you want price to, where price need to be before you get in. It's not ready yet. Look on the 15-minute. We're still below. Our moving average line is below. That's a buy zone. That's a buy zone, right? That's a buy zone. See, remember, like these particular indicators, they will populate when an engulfing candle appears. They will populate, no matter if it's at the high or the low. So you have to, again, have a trading plan that you follow, right? The indicator can't be your trading plan. So we're looking to buy when price reaches the low, sell when it reaches the high. And here's the thing, we are buying and selling in alignment with the trend on the higher time frame. Point blank period. So I really don't care what, the engulfing candles that populate throughout the process, right? Price needs to reach a supply zone or a demand zone before I can consider it. And my MACD need to line up with that, right? With that. Now, once price reaches this point right here, then when I'm looking at my MACD, I'm waiting for my moving average line, because this is a perfect example right here. So right here, you see where price, the moving average separated from the histogram, right? You see the separation. See, like in here is going through the histogram. Then there are also times where when it's consolidating, it's kind of riding it like that. But when you see the airspace, the separation from the histogram, that's when you have more momentum. So I'm looking for that as well. So what do I have? I'm trading with the trend. Okay. Price has reached a level of support or resistance from the higher time frame, right? It has reached that point, and my MACD has airspace. I'm good. Now what I'm going to do is look left for my previous support or resistance area for my TP. That simple. So just to give you an example, right in here, say right around in there, we have some airspace, right? See right there? It don't need to be a lot. I need that first little separation and we are good to go, okay? So right here, oops, right? Well, I guess that's what happens, right? So that's in alignment with this candle right here. So once that candle closes, okay, you can take the position at that point. I like to base it on an engulfing candle, and I like to do a sell limit or buy limit. So what I do is identify engulfing candle that's near the area, right? That's near the area, okay? That's what I like to do, okay? Okay, right there. Okay, so this engulfing candle, okay? Now, remember, the candle associated with my airspace down here on my MACD is this candle right here. Now, but what I am looking for, looking left, I'm still looking for that engulfing candle, that bearish engulfing candle, because that's my confirmation that price wants to go down. So I have, what's that, was 4 confirmations at this point, okay? That's what I'm talking about, having a trading plan, having rules of engagement so that you can be in the best position to get your money and be done. Like, why risk your money getting in the trade when your rules haven't been met? Like, that's like throwing the money in the toilet. You don't want to do that. But people do it. Why? Because they don't have patience. Don't want to wait. Feel like they're missing out. Want to just get in the trade. That's not what this is. That's not what this is. You can do much better with your money than to throw it away doing that. If you're going to trade foreign currency, if you're going to trade anything, you must respect your rules. Identify concrete rules and respect it. That's it, right? So, okay, so that's the candle, but now I'm looking left for a bearish engulfing candle for my confirmation. So there we go right here. See, you got your bearish engulfing candle right here. The previous candle is bullish, and the body of that candle can fit completely inside the bearish candle. That's the definition, right? So now that we have that, and I identify with my horizontal line on the opening and closing of the smaller candle. So now what I like to do is I like for price to pull back up in the zone, and then I'll take the trade. And of course, where are we? Price was right there. That was the candle where we got the separation. So price was in here, right? So anywhere in here is where I would have taken the position, right? And more than likely right around in this area, you know, because from the top line and the bottom and top line, anywhere in there or anywhere in the middle. So you can make that decision. And then you take your position, right? And so somewhere around in here, we would have gotten into the position. Now, where would I have taken my profit? Well, again, I'm looking left. I'm looking for the previous structure. The previous structure would be right here. So this is where I will be taking my profit, right? So had I done that, say I got in right there, I'll take my profit right here, 39 pips, okay? Would I have made that? Yeah, right here. With me in, it would have wicked me right into profit, okay? So that is simply it, right? I'm not trying to stay in the market for hundreds of pips because you don't need that. The longer you're in the market, the greater the risk. It's just that simple. I don't care what your trading plan is, care how great it is. The longer you're in the market, the greater the risk. So what I teach and what I practice is I am going for the lowest hanging fruit and I'm going to compound that. It's just that simple. So depending on your account balance, depending on your lot size, right? Don't over leverage your account. I would drop multiple positions, right? So I don't have to be in the market for a long period of time to capitalize on, 80 plus pips. I don't have to do that. I don't have to do that. So I minimize my risk by not being in the market long, and I still walk away with the profit, intended profit that I was looking for that particular trade. Okay, so that's what we're waiting on for Aussie USD. I am selling Aussie USD, and I'm waiting for price to reach my daily resistance zone, right, which is right here. And then I'll be looking for the rest of my confirmations to add up. It's just that simple. Now, I did this without the Simplicity trading system, So for those that do not have it, this is definitely a simple, easy way that you can trade, Now, my feeling is, why trade hard when you can trade easy, right? Why trade hard when you can trade easy? Also, with the indicator that I just shared with you, when price gets to this key level, the daily key level, we should be waiting for this tag to populate. We should be waiting for a bearish engulfing tag to populate. So yet another confirmation for you, okay? So now what I want to do is I want to go over to the Simplicity chart, So remember we were looking for sales, right? Aussie USD daily, we got our bearish engulfing candle. See, the system does that. The system will give you what you need, okay? The system will do it. And then we drop down to the 15-minute, and we see that is now, granted, it is bearish on a 15-minute, but I'm not looking for it to be the trend to be bearish. I'm more focused on price. Price needs to be in a sell zone, which I demonstrated on the other chart, right? So remember, I said it wasn't ready yet. Because why? We need price to what? Rally back up to the zone. And so on the other chart, I had the lines there. You saw that. On the Simplicity, you clearly see the zones here. Price needs to be up in here. Okay? And we got a nice gap too. So this gap will be filled. So that's the market's agenda, is to fill the gap, right? So in order to fill this gap, it needs to rally up and come back down without a gap, okay? So everything is looking good. So if you were using your Simplicity, then same thing apply, right? We need to be up here in the zone. I'm looking for a sale. So what am I looking for? I'm looking for a bearish engulfing candle somewhere in the zone. Voila. Got one right there, right? Got one right there. That's what I'm looking for. So I'm looking for price to come anywhere in this area here, right? And then, provided all the other confirmations are met, we rock and we roll. So that's Aussie USD. And let's do Aussie NZD. Okay, start on that daily, right? So we are definitely in an impulsive move, bullish, okay? This is a good bullish move. So what am I looking for on the 15-minute? I'm looking for a buy. Just that simple. Looking for a buy. Well, in order for me to put in a buy, it needs to be in the buy zone. Bam, right here. It needs to be in the buy zone. Now, once price gets in the buy zone, guess what? I'm looking for a bullish engulfing candle, right, as my guide. And I want price to be in and around there, in that area. I'll make sure that my MACD lines up, coincides with it. I have two MACDs. They just look different. I read them differently. You can have either one. So once price rallies back down here, that's when I'll look at my MACD, and I'm going to be looking for that airspace, right? Be looking for that airspace we talked about. Okay, so simple. It's that simple. So that was Aussie NZD, Aussie Chef. So we're going to go to the daily. Now you see how I'm whipping through this now with the Simplicity. Why trade hard when you can trade easy? Okay, the trend, we got a bearish big arrow. Now overall, we're still in a bullish trend. But this big arrow on the daily is telling me that price wants to start rallying back down. Now, because this is the daily and it's just populated, but on the lower time frame, it's going to be expanded. So I am looking for sales on the lower time frame. So I'll drop down to my 15-minute. I'm looking for a sale. It's not ready yet, right? For a sale. Price needs to be here. Price needs to be here. And my rest of my confirmations met. So what am I looking for when price gets here? I'm looking for what? A bearish engulfing candle. Now, the bearish engulfing candle does not have to be in the zone. It could be left of the zone as well. I just need it to be somewhere in alignment with the zone. So keep that in mind also, okay? Simple. This is all, listen, this is how we do it. And then you set your alerts and you go about your business, right? And the alert will go off to say, hey, come back because may be money waiting for you. It's that simple. We trade simple and easy. Let's go to OddCAD. I'm sorry, OddCAD. Okay, so OddCAD, we bearish, right, on OddCAD. So what does that tell me? I'm looking for a sale. Bam. That's it. I'm not doing all of this other. That's why I said I analyze totally different than most traders that do their analysis. It's just cut and dry, right? If we got to keep going here and there and look at this and look at that and when this do that and this do that, listen, now that's like scrambled eggs in your head. For me, it is. And if you're anything like me, you want it simple, easy, streamlined, 1, 2, 3. And that's what this is. 1, 2, 3, right? So trend signified by the big arrow, right? Now, I know that new people won't have access to the original triple arrow system. For all of those individuals who do not have the Simplicity Trading System and you purchase your Simplicity Trading System utilizing my affiliate link, you get that as a bonus. You get that as a bonus. You also get entry into my private Telegram group as well. So you have 2 bonuses. Inside the Telegram group is an extension of the training. We do that every week. And it's basically a resource center. It's a question and answer place where you can ask any questions if you lost, if you have, you need clarity, all those types of things. There will be someone there that's always willing to respond. So you get that as an affiliate of mine, utilizing my affiliate link for your system, okay? Now, also, if you have the system, because let me just clear these questions up, because I get them often, people trying to gain access into the Telegram group, I understand. So that's one way. The other way is if you are a coaching student. So if you need help with consistency, if you need help with a trading plan, if you need help, crafting out a trading environment that lines up with the type of person that you are, right? Because you bringing you to the charts. So we have to make sure that your risk tolerance, your risk appetite, how you like to learn, all of those things, we help you with that. So if you, book a session for one of the classes, utilize the link inside the description, that will also give you access to the original triple arrows, as well as entry into the Telegram group. So hopefully that cleared that up. I get that question quite often, and I'm not being a meanie, but listen, I have to take care of people that align themselves with me, and we just cannot provide services for the whole super easy community. But the great thing is you get all of the community. You get the super easy community and all of the benefits of being in the super easy community, even though you utilize my affiliate link. Because I am a part of super easy community, but I have a community within a community, right? And I have to focus on taking care of those individuals. So utilize the link. You're going to get everything that super easy community provides, as well as Trading Made Easy and what I provide. So that's the both worlds. All righty, let's move on. OddCAD daily, bearish. I'm looking for sales. Boom, drop down, 15-minute. Right? Where does price need to be for me to consider this sell position? It needs to be in the sell zone. Simple as that. When it's in the sell zone, I'm looking to identify bearish engulfing candle. Nice bearish engulfing candle right here, right? So I just put my zones there for just my visual optics. So somewhere around in here is where I will potentially be looking to take my sale. Of course, my MACD needs to line up with that as well. Now for me, I like using both. I'm looking for airspace on this one, and I'm looking for my red moving average line to be on top of my blue, signifying seller's strength. Simple. That's simple. So that's odd CAD and odd JPY. Odd JPY, what do we have on the daily? We have bearish. Now, what have you noticed with the odd pairs, right? There are pretty much all of them except for one. I forget which one it was, but all of them except for one was bearish, right? Looking for sales. Okay, same thing here. So I'm dropped down, I'm looking for a sale. It's that simple. See, this is how you set up your week. How you set your week up. You identify the position, you identify where price need to be, right? You identify your zones within that area, you know, your engulfing candles, and you put an alert. You put in an alert, or you put in a pending order. And if you choose to put in a pending order, just make sure that you use a 0.01 lot, because you may not be at your computer to maybe sleep, whatever the case is when it hit. So if it pulls back, which is likely, right? It don't just hit the area and go in your direction. That would be wonderful, but that's not how the market moves. So you want to just put in a 0.01, and when you see that it has broken and it's making its momentum, then go ahead on and drop another position at the lot size that you were intended to trade. You can go that route as well. So we're looking for sales. I need for price to be here. It's just that simple. I need for price to be here. Okay, so I'm looking for a bearish engulfing candle. I see one right there. Okay, see one right there. And so I like to zone that in. Okay, so somewhere around in this area. And I always look left, right? Because you always want to be identifying support and resistance along with your engulfing. So this is a real strong engulfing candle right here. So I'm really going to be looking at this area right there, right? So basically anywhere in here. And for me, yeah, for me, I will be looking at this nice healthy one right here. That's what I would be looking at. So I want to play ball in this area. I want to play ball in this area. So when price reach this area here, that's when I'll consider playing ball, provided the rest of my confirmations are met. So hopefully that has given you some insight and some clarity on trading the simple, easy way, utilizing the simplicity trading system, trading simple, easy, even if you don't have it, right? I showed you that on the other chart as well. So you can certainly develop your consistency, but follow the rules. You gotta have rules. You gotta have rules, right? So access the links inside of the description of the video to connect with me. Definitely want to connect on the Facebook group as well. Stay connected so that you can make this work for you and make 2021 your best trading year ever. It does not have to be hard, folks. It doesn't. All it takes is discipline and patience. Discipline and patience. So with that being said, I'll see you on the next video.